Okay. So just real quick to recap, since I forgot to record at the beginning. Um, so we are filling out this entry event note taker, which you can find under checkpoint one, reading notes in Summit, right here. Okay. Going along with our keynote that is background on our story, Homegoing. And we have uh, these two ones filled out. So if we look at task two on this note taker, we start to talk about family trees. So let's do just that as we kind of wrap up here. Okay. So now let's look at some trees, some family trees. Okay. So what is a family tree? We kind of talked about this a little bit already, but a family tree is a diagram that shows the relationships between members of a family throughout generations. Family trees come in all shapes and sizes. Some people know many branches of their family trees, others may not. That's okay. Like Gianna mentioned, her mom was just kind of mapping theirs out from what she knew. They didn't really dig into the ancestor and trace it back. So each one is different. Some events like war and slavery have made it very difficult for some people to even be able to trace back their lineage past a certain generation. Oh, other people may have difficulty due to adoption, immigration, missing historical documents, or any other reasons families may have for change, such as moving around or even changing names. And that's big. Families came through Ellis Island in the early 1900s. A lot of them would change their last names and stuff like that. So that's big. Now, again, if we look at our note taker, okay, in task two, we see define in your own words what is a family tree, right? So I think that is something we can do before we wrap up here today. So I'll put that slide back up here for another few minutes. And again, it says a family tree is a diagram that shows the relationships between members of a family throughout generations. And here's some info. Okay, so and now you can see some examples of family trees. We have great grandpa Arthur, great grandma Harriet, and then that leads to the grandparents, and here's the aunt and the dad. All right, and now we have like the current family, and then they even trace themselves. Like, okay, here I am. Uh, and we even have question marks up here because sometimes we don't know the names of all our family members, but you do what you can. And we can see they have it color coded, like blue is the dad's side, yellow is the mom's side. Right? And then they even have the lines color coded. Like the red line means they're joined by marriage, the purple line means they're siblings. So all of these people are siblings, right? Siblings right here. And like these two are married, these two are married, these two get married, like that. And this would be another way to do it. This type of family tree is actually called a genogram, which displays detailed information through symbols and color coding, such as hereditary patterns and psychological factors in relationships. Notice that this diagram shows, uh, waiting for that to go away, sorry, biological and adoptive parents for Daniel. So we can see all these little symbols are kind of like different DNA, different genetic traits. You can see how they kind of match up here. So this one's not super common. This is more what, like, if you ever heard the term genealogists. So this is more kind of what they use to trace like the genetic roots. And this is how you take those tests, and it comes back and says you're 1%, indigenous American, you're 5% Irish, you're 2% this or that. This is how they kind of trace that back. Right. Here's another example. This example can help you with some terms for your relatives, right? And so this has kind of like, if you've ever heard like twice removed, once removed, this kind of shows what those mean. You can see this goes all the way down to like the third cousins. Right. And now here are some real life examples. So if any of you are familiar with everybody's favorite family, the Kardashians, this is kind of their family tree. So we have Robert Kardashian, Kim Jenner, and then Caitlyn Jenner, formerly Bruce Jenner, and now they have all their kids, and then their kids get married, and now we have like Northwest and Saint West, and all Kim and Kanye's kids, and Chloe and Tristan Thompson, Robin Black China, and it kind of all stems down the same way. All right. Now this starts to go into the genealogy of the story, but we will kind of stop there for today. So the last thing I want us to do for today, ladies and gents, is if you can, on your note taker, fill out that number 3A. Define in your own words, what is a family tree? Okay. All right. So when you have So again, I'm looking at this question right here, 3A. Define in your own words, what is a family tree? All right. I'll put this slide up one more time real quick. Right. This kind of gives you a brief definition, but I'd like you to fill out that last or that part on your note taker, and then when you filled it out, please let me know in the chat by giving me a thumbs up or telling me that you've done it. And then once I see that in the chat from you, you are good to go for today. Okay. But again, you're filling out that number 3A, defining in your own words, what is a family tree? On your note taker, this one right here that I'm showing on my screen right now. Okay. And again, once you answered that, let me know that you've done it in the chat. And then you're good to go. Gianna, I got yours. Thank you. Salam, I got yours. Kiara, I got yours. Shirley, I got yours. Thank you. Okay. And again, once you tell me in the chat that you have filled that one out, you are good to go. Please, please, please have a great weekend. Stay safe. I will see you all again on Tuesday. And remember, next week, we're going to start the afternoon summit labs. So if you need help getting caught up in anything, that's going to start next week. All right. Amir, I got yours. Thank you, my friend.
I actually still don't have access to my summit. I reached
Okay.
out to Miss Hickson. I reached out to Miss Christina.
Okay,
I
cool.
can't, but for some reason I still can't get into it on my phone, and I don't know how to download it at all on my laptop. She tried to help us download it on my laptop, but I still can't do it. I don't know what's wrong.
Okay, no worries. I'm sure they will get it figured out. For now, Alicia, like I said, the class recording is going to be up on the Yes Philly YouTube page. So you can always pull up, once you do get logged in, you can always pull up the Yes Philly YouTube page on your phone or on your laptop, and then you can get caught up there. And I was mentioning those kind of afternoon summit labs. They're kind of like office hours. So those are going to start next week, at least for my class. So those are a good place to get caught up as well. Those are from 1 to 3 every afternoon. All right.
Okay,
But
thank
feel
you.
free if you want to like take screenshots of anything so you have it for now. That's fine. But thank you for letting me know. I hope you get that figured out soon.
Thank you.
You are welcome. All right. Have a good weekend.
Okay.
All right. The rest of y'all, I am going to stay in the chat for about another minute or two. I think it's just Brianna and Meadow now. So if either of you have any questions, now's the time. If not, then I'm going to end the chat in about 2 minutes. But have a good weekend. I will see you again on Tuesday.